How infinite banking is life-changing. Well, I suppose it really depends on what your current financial situation is. If infinite banking would be life-changing for you, for example, if you were a billionaire, $10 million probably would not be life-changing for you. But if you're one of the 90% of the rest of the population who are not billionaires, a $10 million windfall would certainly be life-changing. Don't you agree? Now, before I go into some of the ways that infinite banking is life-changing, I want you to know that you can go to the description for this video below here, scroll down just a little ways, and you will find a link to where you can request my book that describes infinite banking, how it works, the extreme benefits it produces. And when you send me that request, I'll send you my book, Tax-Free Cash Growth Warehouse, the 178-Year-Old Secret, absolutely free. Otherwise, you can order it on Amazon.com for $20. But I really want you to know what this strategy is, what it does, and how you can benefit from it. So I'm happy to give it to you at my expense. So go to the description, find the link right now, fill in the request form, and read the book. I'll send it to you as soon as I get your request. I'll start with my wife and I and how infinite banking has changed our financial life. Then I'll tell you about what it's done for some of our clients. If you're new to this channel, I'm Stan Cox, principal broker and strategist with SC Finance Strategies and insurance consultants. I'm also the author of the books on the Tax-Free Cash Growth Warehouse Finance Strategy, and I'm the managing director of the Hawaii Financial Free Thinkers Academy, a nonprofit financial literacy education organization. For the past several years, I've focused on and specialized in the infinite banking concept and developing the tax-free cash growth warehouse finance strategy. While you're looking for the link to request the book, please like this video and subscribe to this channel and share it with your family and friends. Also, please post your questions and comments. Before I got involved with finance strategies, other than pay cash or use credit to pay for everything, I had no idea what opportunity cost is or how much paying cash really costs. I knew what the interest charges were on my credit cards, but I just went along the route of least resistance and paid my minimum payments each month and didn't give it a lot of thought. When it came to buying cars when we needed to, it always irritated me how the dealerships play that game of, let me see what kind of a deal I can make for you. And then when I would make an offer, the salesman would say, well, let me take it to my manager and see if we can do that. Always taking way more time than I wanted to spend at the dealership. And usually I would have to threaten to take my business to a different dealership before they would actually cut the game short and sell me the car. And then, of course, because of financing the car, I would always be irritated by how much I would have to pay in total by the end of the contract. When I got into the finance industry and began studying finance strategies, we had just bought a new car for my wife, Amanda, and we had bought my new car about a year before. So now we had 2 car loans with amortized interest. As I studied finance, I learned how costly amortized interest is, how simple interest works, and the beauty of compounding interest when it's paid to savings. I also learned the financing sweep strategy, and that's when I began our journey in infinite banking. So first, as I was building the cash values of our policies, we implemented the sweep strategy to pay off our car loans with bank lines of credit, personal lines of credit, PLOCs, at a much lower revolving interest than the car loans. And then we began to pay off those lines of credit with infinite banking. and using the cash values of our policies. As nice as it is to cut the interest costs to a quarter of what it was with the car loans, it was so much nicer to eliminate the interest cost entirely and earn compounding interest on the money that we used to pay off the credit debt. Since then, not only have I been paying down the balances on all our credit cards by sweeping the debt to my infinite banking account, but also at the same time, the cash value in my tax-free cash growth warehouse has continued to grow with high compounding interest, completely negating the simple interest charged for my policy loans, but profiting my tax-free savings in my tax-free cash growth warehouse to where we were able to pay cash for our newest car purchase just a year ago. Of course, paying cash for the car also eliminated the frustration of playing the dealership game as well. We have saved about $30,000 in interest charges alone over the last 10 years by using infinite banking. We have grown our savings tax-free at the same time to the point that we could pay cash for our new car, where prior to my learning and implementing infinite banking, we had no savings at all. Another way infinite banking has been life-changing for us is that we have life insurance. So in case one of us dies, at least the financial burden will be soft. And at this point, our life insurance is free. While we continue to pay premiums for the policies, more than what we pay in each year is going into the cash value savings in our accounts because the interest and dividends our policies are paying us is compounding. So infinite banking has been life-changing for us, bringing us greater peace of mind, much greater financial savings, less tax liability, and greatly reduced total debt. And just one quick example from one of our clients. He does real estate investing. He's a builder, so his real estate investing takes the form of buying a residential lot, then building a house on it and selling. On average, he pays about $30,000 for a lot to build on. And before infinite banking, he was paying a minimum of 10% on the money to hard money lenders. But of course, it's not just the lot that has to be paid for, but also the building materials and paying the crews. So when all is said and done, he was paying around $10,000 or more per build in interest alone to the money lenders. He does at least 6 building projects a year. So easy math, since he's been doing infinite banking to finance his projects, he's been saving over $60,000 a year in interest on those projects. And over the last 8 years he's been doing this, that comes to $480,000 he's been able to keep in his pocket to benefit himself and his family. Life-changing? What do you think? Okay, again, go look in the description box for this video and find the link to request my book, Tax-Free Cash Growth Warehouse, The 178-Year-Old Secret. Fill in the form, click send, and I'll send you the book absolutely free. And also, please subscribe to this channel, share it with your family and friends, and let's change your life for the better with infinite banking and the tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy. There are a lot of videos here answering questions about infinite banking. So look around, learn as much as you want, and post your comments and questions here. I will respond to them all. For now, mahalo for watching. Aloha.